That's when it kind of like hit me, like, what? And so I'm screaming, I was like, today? Right now? This is what you're gonna do?
Xavier Holmes says in late 2018, the gunman almost got away with her car in Southeast D.C.
He was like, B, give me the keys to the car. And I was like, wait, what? I respond back fight or flight, and I fought. And so it's at that moment I literally began to like scream and yell. And so at that time, he began to like tug at the keys that were on my fingers. I could die for real, for real.
Xavier says the suspect, who appeared to be a teen, ran off with one set of her keys and yelled, he's coming back. He's not done.
I lived in fear for quite some time.
Now, with the latest increase in violent carjackings in the area, Xavier says it's only adding to her anxiety. The most recent police data shows between January and April of this year, there have been 207 carjackings in the Washington area, compared to 60 during the same period last year. The hotspots, D.C. and Prince George's County. There have been 70 so far this year in Prince George's, including this one, caught on camera at a Bladensburg gas station in March. The suspects shot at the driver, but missed. At D.C. Police Headquarters, they're dealing with a bigger problem when it comes to carjackings, says Acting Police Chief Robert Conti.
That's just what they like to do. They just do it. They enjoy committing crime.
107 violent carjackings so far in the district. 44 people have been arrested, 34 of them young children.
We had, what, 12-year-old?
Yes.
13-year-old?
13-year-olds should not be out here putting guns in somebody's face, taking a car. That's not cool, you know? And most of these cars are recovered, and they're recovered, you know, after a short joyride or something like that.
You're telling me that some of these kids are carjacking for joyride?
Just a joyride. Yes, absolutely.
Chief Conti says in some cases, they've also recovered videos and pictures posted to social media of kids and teens bragging and showing off their conquests. So who are these children?
In many instances, it's the same kid.
Investigators say many are traveling down the same life road. Some of the young suspects have cases open with Child and Family Services, indicating they've been reported missing from home, are consistently absent from school, or they're victims of abuse. D.C. has a task force in place to arrest these child carjackers, but Acting Chief Conti says clearly that's not enough.
It is not solely a law enforcement issue. There are other entities that are involved, community, parents, etc. You know, we have to make this is not the cool thing to do. This is not the popular thing to do. Whether it's churches talking to kids in community, violence interrupters talking to people in community or kids in community, this is an all hands on deck.
All hands on deck, especially after this recent case. 2 D.C. girls, 13 and 15 years old, are charged as juveniles with felony murder. They're accused of killing an Uber Eats driver in a botched carjacking in Southeast last month. The 2 D.C. girls are back in court next week, trying to strike a plea deal with prosecutors.
It's hard to watch people in community who are, you know, innocent victims in this case be victimized by, you know, some of the young people that we're trying to help. Some of the young people that we're trying to help through police reform issues.
I'm still dealing with it, honestly speaking.
As for Xavier, she's sharing her story because she wants people to understand the impact, even if it doesn't end in death. Xavier says she's still living with the trauma from the time she was almost carjacked. She eventually moved away to Prince George's County and spent months in therapy.
I never thought that in front of my home, like the place that's supposed to be peace, safety, and refuge, I never thought that this would happen.